The Los Angeles Dodgers sold for an astounding $2 billion, and it makes it one of the best investments of recent history, really. I'm joined here by Chris Swan and Anthony Curry, two of the world's foremost experts on baseball, actually. And Chris had a look at this story. Tell me a little bit, I mean, because the interesting thing was not just the astronomical figure, really, but comparing it to other asset classes, which is what you looked at and found some interesting things.
Yeah, well, obviously the LA Dodgers is my favourite Rounders team, and they've had an incredible investment record over the past maybe 8 years.
Including bankruptcy?
Even with the bankruptcy.
Even with a bankruptcy, you've had a 5-fold return on this, and you're not going to match that even with gold. Which
so you compared it to sort of you looked at stocks, you looked at...
Yeah, if you looked at stocks over the same period, the S&P 500 got a return of about 43%.
Right.
The economy grew by perhaps 50%, maybe slightly less. Gold was up by 300 or so %, and here you're getting a 5-fold return on an asset that doesn't really produce a huge amount of cash flow.
Right, and it's so I mean this is true in sort of a lot of sports, and there've been a lot of big deals. I mean, there's sort of a lot of what a lot of people consider smart money moving into this.
Allegedly smart money. I mean, they're trophy assets, right? Yep. So you got big Mets fans like the Greenlight Capital guy, David Einhorn.
David Einhorn wanted to.
He didn't take a stake in the end. Of course, that was all tied up with the Bernie Madoff scandal.
Right.
In the end, Steve Cohen bought 4%. We've got the Apollo co-founder
Josh Harris bought the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yep. So you know, there's a lot of it coming. It's almost like it's the newspaper industry. If you've got money, you want to put it into sports.
And what I mean, you looked into. I guess it's obviously quite a bit more than just the sports team. There is a big revenue flow that's going to come out of this business that you kind of looked into a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, the attractive thing from a TV point of view is obviously we're in an age when people can just DVR their way through the adverts, and live sporting events are pretty much immune to that, which makes it a very valuable source.
And of course, they also make adverts. So the Super Bowl, for example, they make adverts a core part of the viewing experience as well. So you can even tie that in a bit more.
Yeah, and so you've got these two kind of powerful forces. You've got the live sporting angle, which is unique to television, and you've also got these billionaires, which is another thing that you kind of found here, was that there's a growing buy side, I guess.
Well, you have the number of billionaires over the past 10 years has more than doubled. It's now 1,226 billionaires in the world, and obviously you don't need to be a billionaire to buy a team, but it certainly helps.
Right? Yeah. Well, obviously Magic Johnson, who led the sale, wasn't a billionaire, but
or indeed a baseball player, but
not even a baseball player. Right? Exactly. Anyway, well, we will leave it there, and we'll be back with more Breaking Views tomorrow.